One of the big questions with topwater baits is what line should I use? For a walking bait like this, I'm a skimmer. I'm going to use braid. I've switched over from using mono. I've never used fluorocarbon because it sinks. I used to use mono because it floats, but I found that braid is a lot more responsive and you're going to be able to cast this much further. So for a walking bait like this, I would use a 30 to 50 pound braided line. Now the only time that I'll deviate from that is if I'm using a popper. I'll use a mono, like a 20-pound mono, and I'll actually tie it with a loop knot, and that I think just gets a little bit better action. But for a walking bait, I think straight braid is fine. Now, one thing that I do with baits like a prop bait, like the helips or a buzz bait, what I like to do with those is actually use braid with a mono leader of about 2 foot. So what that does is that keeps the braid from wrapping around the prop, and it also keeps it from it's just because it's so limp that it will wrap around the buzz bait blade or the prop of a prop bait. So using that 2 foot of mono leader with braid is the way to go for sure.